If you're a new or expectant parent, you're spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on baby gear, strollers and car seats and cribs and all this stuff. But one of those things that you might have considered is the Miku baby monitor. It's popular, it's extremely expensive, it does a lot of cool things, but the company is going through a lot right now, and because I've talked about it a lot on this channel, I need to give you guys an update here because you might need to pivot. So back on May 4th, 2023, they released an email that said that there were monitors that had stopped working unexpectedly, and they traced it back to a November 15th, 2022 firmware update that unintentionally began to consume the monitor's available onboard memory. A lot of parents, including myself, had a $400 Miku Pro unit bricked. Basically, it was completely unusable. Couldn't see your baby, let alone get access to the sleep data, the vitals monitoring, if that was something that you enjoyed, that you relied on, right? You didn't have access to any of that. They released a patch on April 11th, I believe, to try to get that remedied. And then they had a program where you can just try to exchange your bricked unit for a new one. At that point, I was just like annoyed, frustrated, because this is a monitor that I had like recommended a bunch. We knew a few people who used it in the Dad Verb community, as well as my co-host Ben Brown on the Dad Verb podcast. He still uses Miku. So we fast forward a little bit to August, and we start to realize that Miku has actually had a lot of problems internally because of this update. And they release an email to consumers, and they say, our recent product issue significantly affected our business operations. As a result, we had to make some very difficult business decisions, including a significant reduction in our team, in order to focus our energy and available resources on attending to you, our existing customers. We have temporarily suspended the sales of Miku monitors on the Miku website and through online retail channels while we restructure the business. Then shortly thereafter, as a content creator, right, I get this email from Miku saying that, hey, all affiliate sales, like that's all going to be canceled. We're stopping that program entirely. And I was like, which is fine with me because I was like making nothing off that anyway. Then on August 18th, Miku sends a Google Drive link with 5 PDFs. Now, one of them is just about bankruptcy, a notice of bankruptcy. Like, we're filing for bankruptcy, it's getting really difficult. But this is where a lot of parents start to get very heated, and it's about a subscription service. What really set Miku apart from a lot of other popular smart monitoring options like Nanit and Cubo AI and Owlet was the lack of a subscription service. Sure, the upfront cost of a Miku monitor compared to others is like $100 more, right? It retails for $399, but they don't get you on the back end to access the sleep analytics or anything of that. Like, that was a big appealing part. Like, I'm not on the hook for continuing subscription, just one upfront cost. And that was cool. In the PDF, they say, we write to inform you of Miku's intent to request the bankruptcy court's approval of Miku's implementation of a subscription service defined herein that will modify your ability to access certain features provided through your Miku Pro monitors. As you know, under the current operating systems for the products, you have access to the following features free of charge: HD video and audio, local remote access, two-way talk, live breathing waveforms, sleep and health analytics, environmental analytics, various notifications and alerts, sounds and lullabies, and 7 days of video storage. Unfortunately, in light of Miku's current financial condition and its inability to secure investment capital, Miku is no longer able to support these features free of charge. So from the brand side, like, I get it. You got to do what you got to do to stay afloat. But from us as parents, that sucks. We paid a lot of money for a monitor and not be on the hook for a subscription. That's why we went with Miku instead of Nanit, Owlet, whatever. Lo and behold, a ton of parents got super heated about this. I got emails asking me to sign like petitions to stop the subscription. The brand got a lot of flack, and rightfully so, right? Like, they had issues. It's not our fault that you guys like rolled out a firmware update that crippled your business. I'm sure there's a ton of other small things that led to this point of bankruptcy, but at the end of the day, like, it's not our job to bail you out by springing a surprise charge on us. It's very frustrating. I get it. So on August 25th, they released an email saying that they have determined not to proceed with the subscription service. A lot of parents were happy about that news, but then on August 28th, Miku clarifies by saying, we've been advised that our withdrawal of the motion for a paywall subscription may have caused some confusion. We'd like to clarify that Miku will not be implementing a paywall subscription during the bankruptcy process. As long as Miku has sufficient funding during the bankruptcy process, we intend on keeping your monitors functioning as normal. As we noted in our initial email to you, Miku is seeking to sell its business and anticipates the sale will take place in mid to late September. At that time, the acquirer will make the decision on the path forward on how you will be impacted. So that left a lot of Miku parents, in limbo, right? They're not going to do the subscription. They're trying to sell the company, might go bankrupt. Like, what's happening? For me as a creator, I have like this list of like best recommended products, which you can have access to, strollers, all that stuff. But I had to knock down the Miku and just say like, maybe don't buy it, right? Until we get a clearer picture of what's happening. Because at the time, I thought that the company would just like go away altogether. I'm like, are they even going to sell this? This could be expensive. But we get a much clearer picture of what happens on September 15th last week. We get an email saying that IHM, Innovative Health Monitoring, are very excited to share that we have purchased the assets and operations of Miku Inc. Their sensor fusing technology, all that stuff is now purchased under someone else. They're saved. But as you scroll down that email, they determine that yes, we will be moving forward with the subscriptions. So now moving forward, when you buy a Miku, you get access for free to live HD video and audio streaming. And that's it. For $9.99 a month, you will also get access to all the things that make Miku, right? So you got the two-way talk, live breathing waveform. So moving forward, parents are paying $399 for nothing more than what you can get from Hello Baby on Amazon for 50 bucks of just local viewing. That really sucks because Owlet, Nanit, all the others, for the core product itself, it's $100 less. And then for the same price, you're getting access to a lot of cool things. Sure, the way that Miku does it is really cool with sensor fusion, and you know, you don't need any sort of wearables. All it's crazy. It's really cool. It's basically like radar technology, right? But it's way too expensive. At least before I could justify saying like, you know, $399 and then no subscription, but $399 and then $999 after moving forward. I mean, for $399, oh gosh, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. But what does that mean to the parents who already have Miku? Like, am I on the hook now? Do I just start paying for this? Do I lose access to everything that I was really happy with before? For loyal customers who already have a Care Plus subscription, no action is required. You will continue to have access to all the current features within the app, including the Care Plus tab. You will continue to receive the same video storage package that you already subscribed to. Now, I didn't touch on this before, but Care Plus was just like this completely optional thing that you can get with Miku. You didn't need it because the suite of features that you had before was great. It was good enough. Care Plus was just, you know, a little bit more like, you know, instead of 7 days, yeah, like 30 days or whatever. It was never something I really recommended. You could get a lot with just, you know, just Miku, right? But moving forward, customers who did not previously subscribe to Care Plus, many of the features that you've been receiving for free will now require a monthly subscription. For those loyal customers who really enjoyed what they had, that's now coming to an end. And I'm sorry, like that, it just sucks, right? You bought this thinking that you didn't have to pay anymore. You already paid $400 for this. You're on the hook for more. All this to say, where do I stand on this now? I think this priced out way too many parents. I think Miku is really, really cool. I still love it. I think the product itself is great. But like, if I am a new parent coming in here, like smart monitors in general, like I'm already kind of like, do I really need that? Like, no, you don't. You can get away with a really good, just local monitoring. Cause like the main things that set smart monitors apart from, you know, non-connected monitors, first, well, their non-connected monitors are way more secure because they're not connected to Wi-Fi. But you don't get like the remote viewing, or you can access it anywhere in the world. You don't get like the sleep data, the analytics, or the vitals tracking, right? Those are the things that you're really like losing out on. And a lot of parents, they prefer simplicity. They prefer traditional, just like, I just want to see the baby real quick, right? And Miku offers that for $400. You can buy a freaking Hello Baby monitor on Amazon for like 50 bucks and get that. Right? So you have to pay $400 plus 10 bucks a month. It's just really, really frustrating to get like all these features. If you want all that, just go with Nanit. Go with Nanit. It's a really good system. They're growing. They're great. They have so many new products that they're adding beyond just like monitors. Like, they're a good growing company. Owlet, even, very accurate. If you're down to have like a sock on your baby, a lot of parents are super opposed to that, right? But if that's your flavor, smart monitoring technology, go with Owlet. Go with and Cubo. Cubo's another great one. Right? I would recommend those three. Sure, they're expensive and they're premium. Miku like opened up this ultra premium, and I just like can't consciously like recommend getting it anymore. Like, I just, you know, I know they're doing their best. It just sucks that a simple firmware update like crippled them. And I'm sure that there's like so much more to the story than a firmware update that bricked a bunch of units, including mine. It just sucks that, you know, their issues have rolled down to us to bail them out, and it's just too expensive now. So that's where I'll leave you. I'm sure I rambled way too much there, and I apologize for that. But that's the story of how Miku went from A to B, where we're at right now, and why I would recommend not going with a Miku at the moment and probably opting for something like Nanit, Owlet, or Cubo AI. Anyway, that's where I leave you. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Peace.